Hello, everybody. Today, I just wanted to basically go over the memo mail. If you didn't see it, it was just announced, and I kind of breezed through them. Number one, because I had said on stream that, oh my goodness, based on some news and some things that they had teased on Twitter about this image. If you didn't know, people were thinking that we were getting an Overlord collab. And the answer to whether or not we're actually getting a collab is inconclusive, and you'll figure out why at the end of this video. But I just wanted to kind of go through the things that they did announce, when they're going to be announced, and basically whether it was even relevant, whether it's even exciting. So the first thing that we've basically been shown, oh, I just realized you can't see it, but it's not full screening, is this new Archie mission. Basically what they've mentioned is that when you're a newer player or earlier, when they were giving out free goodies and stuff from doing dailies, completing certain achievements, etc., you had a mission pass that you can kind of sit along and reap rewards from, obviously, you know, doing the different, I guess, like, achievements or tasks. So they've re-added this in addition to adding now a selection chest thing where now, if you're ever curious about where, or like you get certain Molagoras or whatever, it'll let you just use certain things from that menu itself. That's the gist of what it is. Long story short, it's some I guess some quality of life specifically for doing upgrades with not only just Catalyst but also with Molagoras. In general, they want to make this process a little more seamless, but ultimately, guys, let's be real, until they like actually fix how you get Catalyst, this isn't really going to change anything. That being said, though, unrecorded history is really popular and a lot of people have been farming that. So whether or not Catalysts are an insane problem as opposed to Molagoras, that's not really up for discussion right now. I will say, though, that anything relating to Catalysts or Molagoras is always nice, but whether or not this is super relevant, whatever, it's kind of a quality of life. And again, the new mission that we've been announced or that we've been shown to get here, you can see there's a couple bags or like a couple boxes. They also are giving, it appears to be, gear and some other goodies, which is kind of cool. So ultimately, in my opinion, not a bad update. But the next thing that we have basically announced is their time is money thing. This is kind of exciting. Now, here's the thing about this is that you may be able to guess based off of the title of this, but essentially what they mean by time is money is that they are adding quick battling, aka skip tickets, whatever you want to call it. The general gist of it is that, as far as I can tell from the video, it is a little bit vague. Maybe I've misunderstood it. But from what I understand, if you've cleared any content, or for whatever content that you've cleared, you can now skip up to 10 times, or you can now use skip tickets up to 10 times specifically for the activities that you're looking to do. I think they specifically say that it's around 10 times a day, which is, I don't know if that even uses energy or anything in particular. I don't quite understand the exact logistics of it. And they said that like things are going to be fixed in the future, or they're going to, you know, it's all TBD and stuff like that. But you can see the rewards here on screen. Also, I apologize, I don't know what's going on, but my full screen is a little bit messed up. But they also removed the Abyss entrance tickets, which is kind of nice. That's kind of, to be honest, something that I think most people just accepted as like a relic of the past. You know, basically adding 2 extra clicks to cleanse or purify your Abyss is kind of unnecessary, especially nowadays when people, or a lot of people, have cleared the content. Now what it requires is energy, and those of you that have the energy requirement, or have, I guess, received the, or have stockpiled the Abyss tokens, you'll be compensated for it, I believe. And I think, yeah, as far as what I can tell, they're now daily free rewards. I don't know if they specifically said what would happen with the tokens. I could be mistaken, but at least for the future or going forward, if you end up having, or if you're afraid of missing out on the purification rewards, they're now adding that to the shop. And then the final thing, which you would expect, you know, hey guys, maybe an Overlord collab to kind of be snuck into this. The honest to God truth is that all we're basically being given now is a Forge Your Epic Gear event. And again, there's, you know, I guess, like, you know, the whole point shop that they've added in the past. In addition, however, now the equip all function update is kind of cool. Essentially what it does, based on what I understand, is that it equips gear, or there's like recommendations for gear, something to that extent. It's not as wonky. But let's be honest, guys, although the update, and even if I missed certain things about the update, the thing that I think a lot of people were really, really looking forward to is whether or not there's going to be the Overlord collab. And again, I apologize in advance. I'm trying, or I was very, 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 on edge trying to see whether or not the Overlord collab would be coming out. But the simple answer is that as of this update, there is no confirmation for whether or not the Overlord collab is actually coming. Furthermore, it feels a little bit it feels a little bit messed up because the first thing that they announced was, again, adjustments to the catalysts and like the catalysts and all that with the first video, which is, again, kind of like a tease. But they do announce at the very end that although this Merrow and Mail seems rather brief, they are going to be announcing something, I guess, in April. They just can't announce the details of it yet. Whether or not that's actually the collaboration information and the collaboration news, I don't know. But I will be completely honest with you. If they tease that whole image of like the boot that's plus 41, which makes no sense because boots don't go to plus 41, and they kind of put the bones, like Ain's old gowns, like, Ain's face as like the catalyst and the albedo horns, just kind of coincidentally, if all of this was just coincidental, then you know what, Smilegate, you've got me, you beat me. This is maybe the greatest clickbait of all time. I salute you. You've basically outmatched me. But for all that, guys, long story short, to kind of recap things, adjustments to Catalyst, very nice. Nothing super crazy, but again, quality of life, I guess, is decent. The skip tickets is maybe pretty interesting, but ultimately, in my opinion, if you're only getting 10 skip tickets a day, the content kind of clears quickly anyways. I don't really understand why they want only 10 skip tickets a day. It just feels a little bit weird. I don't really know who this is, tailored to. I get from a player point of view, it's nice to clear dailies faster, but EpicSeven's dailies don't actually take nearly as long as other games, looking at you, Hoyoverse Frogs. But in terms of the quick buying update, I'm kind of surprised that they didn't kind of just go overboard and go like, hey, you can now do it 100 times a day if you want to whale, or kind of do something to the extent of other games that have skip tickets. But I guess they don't want people to super giga whale and get an advantage over other players. That's fine. I just thought it was interesting in general that they decided to add skip tickets because, again, you just bypassed the line for doing dailies earlier. A little bit interesting. And again, the Abyss entry conditions revamp, very cool, very enjoyable. I like this. Again, it was a relic of the past, definitely could have been changed. And now you just get a daily reward that you have to look at the shop for, which you can kind of argue is a little bit, sneaky from Smilegate, because now you have to look at the shop. But if you've been buying friendship energy or buying energy from PvP, you have to enter through the shop or through the shop menu every day anyways. So that's whatever. And then finally, the Forge Gear event. Cool, you get your new gear again. Honestly, a lot of people, I would say, have been looking for a Forge Gear event like this, but ultimately the re-equip thing and all those, or things to that effect, are kind of whatever. It's nice, again, that we get another piece, but whether or not the exact event is enough hype, or enough hype has been generated by Merrow and Mail, especially without the inclusion of the collab announcement, who knows? But like they said, I don't know, maybe there was an error in translation or in delivery between communication or whatever it is between Smilegate and our hypothetical collab. But if we are ending up, or if we are going to be getting a collab in April, that's exciting. But just keep in mind, guys, that April is at least a week away. And we don't know if it's going to be announced on April Fool's. I have no idea. But anyways, guys, that's going to be it for this video. Long story short, the patch is okay. Maybe a 6.5, maybe a 6 out of 10. We are being teased again for something on the horizon. I don't think they've done this in the past, which again is whatever. But very exciting things are coming, or I should say could be coming. But anyways, guys, that's going to be it for this video. I hope you enjoyed. Hope you learned something. If you did, make sure to like, comment, turn the notification bell, subscribe. Let me know what you think about the patch, the update, the tease, whatever you want to call it. Make sure to check out the rest of my socials: Discord, YouTube, TikTok, Twitch, Twitter. I love you guys all so much for supporting me. Thank you again. I'll see you guys on the next one, though. Adios.